India has a rich and diverse landscape, and the Himalayas are unbeatable in scale and beauty, especially in Ladakh. We want to create events that will grow into truly international races, showcasing the magnificence of our natural and cultural heritage. An extreme race in the Himalayas is attractive to ultra racers from around the world. We invite them to experience the grandeur of the Himalayas. At Inspire India, we believe that ultracycle races should be challenging, so that each time you race, you push your own limits. The world's highest ultracycle race is set in the Himalayas, mountains that cannot be underestimated, mountains that demand to be respected. The challenge at the Great Himalayan Race is to face these mighty mountains and allow yourself to be humbled by them. The Great Himalayan Ultra Race is the world's highest ultracycle race that starts and finishes in Leh, Ladakh, called the Land of High Passes. At an elevation of 3,500 meters, the start point itself is higher than the maximum elevation on any of the RAAM Qualifying Races in the world. This is a high altitude race, as most of the race route remains above 3,000 meters. Only briefly, it descends below that altitude to Kargil. The race has a total elevation gain of 10,350 meters in 600 kilometers, making it all the more challenging. The extreme conditions that are faced by the racers brings about an intense experience which needs racers to dig deep into their mental reserves to face the Himalayan terrain.
When I first heard about the Great Himalayan Ultra, I decided to race this race because I never been to Himalayan before, and I heard from a lot of people that the cycling in high altitude is very difficult, and it will be a good experience for me to prepare the route or the terrain in Rockies mentally and as well as physically for the race across America. Himalayan, I feel, is the most toughest race because of its elevation gain, and it is on high altitude, so it changes the entire ultra cycling game.
As a crew chief for Kabir in all his races, Himalayan is very special race. Firstly, because of the beautiful terrain, and also secondly because he is the first finisher and has won it on both the occasions. Crewing at Himalayan is definitely different from other races because the high altitude makes it more challenging even for the crew. Most memorable aspect of the race, I would say, is the route without a doubt. You get to experience all of weather conditions on the route. Climbing doesn't end there. You can see mountains after mountains which the rider has to climb throughout. And of course, like all other Inspire India races, even this one gives you a good climb before you finish it.
Great Himalayan Ultra Race is definitely different than all other Inspire India races, or I would say different than all other RAAM qualifier races, mainly because of its high altitude. Race start point is Leh city, which is approximately at 3,500 meter altitude. The race route further goes up to Lamayuru and then to Fotula top, which is 4,100 meters, and then come down to Dras, which is 3,300 meters, and then it comes back to Leh via climbing Fotula top again. This changing altitude with burning hot sun on your head in daytime and freezing cold winds at night takes a toll on you. To add to this, there will be head, tail and cross winds that will keep coming at you one after another at different areas. You will be relieved that you have got a tailwind, and then immediately in few kilometers there will be a crosswind, so you can't really depend on it. But trust me, the mind-blowing landscapes will keep you on the saddle and help you push beyond your limits. You will be cycling alongside Indus River for few kilometers, the only part of Indus River which is in India right now. You will also cross the magnificent moonland near Lamayuru, the land that resembles of moon. And then, of course, the mighty mountains. Each mountain will be coming up with some new structure, new colors, new imagination, and new beauty to look for. All in all, this is the race that every cyclist should take at least once in their lifetime.